Hey guys, I'm Anish and welcome back to my channel. Daredevil season finale. Here we go. Alright, guys, let's talk about my overall thoughts first. To be honest, this episode was okay for me. It was neither good nor bad. It was like in the middle. I was expecting a lot from this season finale, but I guess I was expecting a lot more. I was basically underwhelmed by this finale. You all guys already know, as a story, I was expecting a lot of things to be concluded in this season finale, but that was not the case. They left it open for season 2. This is basically the introduction to the Daredevil into the MCU. Basically, this is like the official introduction of Daredevil into the MCU, which I was I'm just taking it like that, because otherwise it is not um, compared with the Netflix shows. And if I'm going to rate it, if we are considering the Netflix shows part of this universe, I think this is going to be the bottom. Like it is good, but it's not as good as those 3 seasons of Netflix era. So yeah, also we need to understand, like, even though the cast members are same, this is a different Daredevil. We need to understand that, right? I know a lot of casual fans don't know about it, but Netflix era of Daredevil is different, and this era of Daredevil is very different. Okay, because it's a different universe, and although we have like a similar cast, it is not the same. So there is that. Also, let's talk about some of the negatives first. Okay, first of all, the story plots was, you know, kind of lazy for me in this one. Um, I didn't like the slow pace of the film, this episode. Even though I enjoyed the action scenes, I didn't like the slow motion. Like, most of the scenes are in slow motion, which I was not a fan after a certain time. It was okay, but at a certain time I was not looking forward for that. Uh, the it kind of bored me, to be really honest. Even though that was one of the biggest part which I enjoyed in this episode. And all the my main issue was with the plot and how they handle the season finale. I was really hoping it to be big, grand finale, but that was not the case. So yeah, as I mentioned, like, I'm considering it as the introduction of Daredevil into the MCU we all love and cheer for. So there is that. Let's talk about some of the positives. I'm glad they bring back Punisher. I was like, the episode might go downhill if he was not there. And whenever like Daredevil and Punisher are on the screen, I enjoyed my time. Like, I really enjoyed that kind of, uh, you know, the presence they have on screen. So I was like, I was really, I really enjoyed that. Also, I really enjoyed the action in this episode, not so much of the story, but the action I actually enjoyed in this one. Even though I have problem with the slow motion, but it's still like, it is a cool, they have like cool action set pieces which I loved. Um, let's just talk about it. Okay, so the spoilers. All right, the main scene where like the Kingpin crushes the skull of the general. I mean, I'm expecting that from Netflix and not from Disney. It was a surprise, to be really honest. I was surprised by it. You remember when Charlie Cox said in an interview, in this season they have a lot of gore and violence. I think he was mentioning the season finale of Daredevil and the last episode of Daredevil, and not the whole series, because uh, I didn't see that kind of violence in the other episodes, but in the finale, they go all out. I'm like, I'm not expecting that from uh, Disney. I'm like, Netflix could have done that, and I was like, okay, but still, like, to doing like in a Disney show, I'm impressed by it. Um Also, I think this is going to be one of the iconic scenes in the film history, like the way they executed that scene, like it is going to be like in it is going to be the iconic, like one of the violent deaths. Whew, really, like and I really enjoyed it. I'm not against it. I enjoyed that part. uh, so yeah, also like there's like I'm glad like they bring back Punisher. He was cracking bonds and shooting them like senselessly, which is like a Punisher thing to do. Also, like if you guys remember Hawkeye, um, we we got introduced to Kingpin there in Hawkeye, and in that particular episode, if I remember correctly, he was uh, he was crashed by a car, but he still came out fine, right? And he kind of have like a superhero strength in that particular episode. So when I was watching this Daredevil this season, I was like, not sure about like, where they are going to go with it. They toned his power down, but in that skull crushing scene, we will know like yes, he is strong, but not as strong as we got to introduce him in Hawkeye. But he is strong, like he is physically strong, like he like more than like a normal human person, like he is strong. Also, he's a big dude, so it makes sense and was not out of place. In Hawkeye, it was a little bit out of place, but in this one, no, he was like I enjoyed him. Also, guys, Vincent D'Onofrio, Charlie Cox, and John Bernthal, like these actors, like are amazing to watch. Like doesn't matter if the script is good or not, they always deliver. Again, I have like this issue with I only have the issue with the script. The acting was phenomenon is this in this finale, and uh, the way they executed the action scenes, I love every time. Like when Frank Castle, Daredevil, or even Kingpin was on screen, I was enjoying it. Other people are like yes, they are good, but these three guys have a presence, like even Karen, like I was like I'm not a big fan of Karen, so to be really honest. But in this one, she get enough line to just just to humanize Daredevil or Matt Murdock, which I enjoyed. I really enjoyed that part, like that was a great moment there. Other than that, yes, the season was okay for me. It was not as what it was not as what I was expecting, but it is okay, and I'm fine with it. As I mentioned, like I'm just considering it as a introduction of Daredevil into the MCU. Also, I'm very much hopeful for like a more heroes to get introduced in Daredevil. Like since like because I think he's making a team, and we might see defenders. Okay, and if you guys know, like Doctor Strange was the original like a member of Defenders from comics, so I think they can play with that as well and make a new team. Maybe they will not. I don't know which route they will took from here, but I'm excited to watch season 2. So yeah, this is basically my review for Daredevil Born Again season 1. I hope you guys enjoy it, and yeah, follow me on Instagram, subscribe my YouTube channel, and do all those things. And I will see you guys on my next video. Bye bye.